Today I am going to speak about anti-recirculation aneurysms, and I have concised it so much so that the time is very low, so I will be running with each and every slide. So kindly forgive me, and even the very good videos are there. That is also I am jumping. So let me first say Namaste to Lord Venkateshwara. With that I will start. From Hunterian ligation to the endoscopic clipping, the history went on as far as the aneurysm is considered, and so many ups and downs were there. Very great people were there behind that. And this circle of Willis, this is called Chakravyuha. This is for circle of Willis, and entering into that and coming out is both are important for us. And how it is possible for me in this is, these are the people behind that. And I'm very happy. One of them is here witnessing what I have done, and these are the great people's shoulders. I was standing to do the surgery, and this is a raised bar of aneurysms raised between the endovascular area and this one. So why we should keep our upright hand means to make the microsurgery feel happy is we have to do good methods for a good outcome. What are the good outcome we can do here is the minimal craniotomy, FTOZ, that is retractionless craniotomies, and neuromonitoring, bypass surgeries. These are the things which will make the thing to come outcome is good. And this is the different debate between endovascular and the regular surgery, and this is where our planning comes. This is the most important step for the youngsters and also the young assistant professors who wanted to do surgeries. This comes as a planning first, then positioning, craniotomy, and then tailored Sylvian Fisher opening, and lamina terminalis opening, and aneurysmal dissection, gyrus rectus resection, and temporary clipping and clip application, and confirmation with ICG. These are the steps under which you do the aneurysmal surgery, and perfect planning is the most important for coming out for a good result. So CT angiography can be, though not it won't used as an alternative to DSA as a first this thing, but it cannot replace DSA. Why we prefer the CT angiogram is planning is easy when compared to this thing. How it is easy with this I will tell you next. So this is how you go for a planning. So you go to the radiology section, and from there you take the things into your hand, and you see from the bony prominences, etc. You go for this one. How far is the angiogram from the bony prominences, etc. You see from all the angles and have a picture and in this thing. So you should have reached the aneurysm before you put the knife on the patient. These are the lines which you grab from the mentum and the nascion, parallel lines, and then see the distance, how much it is. This is to give your flexion of this, flexion, how much you have to flex or extend the neck. This is, next, once you do these calculations inside, and you come back and draw a line in the midline and see the parallel line to the above lines. Then you see the angulation of this one. Once you see the angulation, then you know how much you have to turn the patient. So now, after doing all this exercise, you put a square where exactly the aneurysm is, and you come back to this one and transpose it onto the skull. Then you see the protractor and see the angle which is about 110 degrees. Then you come back to the OT, where after the intubation, and see how the patient is kept. Now you see the CT angio picture in the center, and also you see the CT angio picture in the center, and you superimpose it in the perioperative picture. This is our perioperative picture. This has been transferred onto that. You can see the artery here, aneurysm here, and with the ICG you confirm the aneurysm here. That means exactly, even before doing the surgery, by planning, you come back to this one. So this is how, in different cases of aneurysms, how we have planned. Ekam aneurysm, This is what is perioperative picture. This is the ACOM aneurysm perioperative picture, and this is the middle cerebral artery perioperative picture and the CT angio picture. That is how exactly by calculating you can come to the conclusion. So, now what is the other thing which is coming to your way? In case of posterior communicating artery aneurysm, that is the anterior clinoid process which will come in the way. So once you drill it, depending upon the need, you can assess this and then you can reach the aneurysm carefully to the neck. What is important is you have to reach the neck without any hurdle. So one of the hurdles is all these things, one after the other, positioning, all these things are the definite things you have to do, and then come back to the next hurdle, that is the clinoid. I will show you the clinoid subsequently. Then you have to, the commonest aneurysm you see is the anterior communicating artery aneurysm, wherein you have to see the morphology, A1 dominance, and also how the directed the aneurysm with compared to the planum spinoidal, superior directed, inferior. That depends. That will make your life easy to approach for the aneurysm. So now these are the anterior communicating artery aneurysm complex, has to be studied very well before surgery several times to reach and decide the approach of that, and these are the certain do's and don'ts in case of that. And in case of DACA aneurysm, go back to the radiology and plan for it with the references to the fixed points, that is the inner table, all these things, and how much distance it is. Because in case of DACA aneurysm, it is very deceptive, and less number of cases also will come in some neurosurgeons' experience compared to the other aneurysms. So sometimes on the table you may miss the aneurysms. This is the FTOZ, commonly known retractionless surgery, and I don't want to show the entire craniotomy how to do it. These are the things, single piece craniotomy, the retractions will be very less in case you do FTOZ. This is how you position the patient after doing all the exercise, and then you come back to, and this is how you do the craniotomy. And I am just skipping this one, you single piece, you remove that, and then you see like that it comes. And next step is you do, that is the FTOZ, bigger one. Now you do that smaller, this thing, you should have a fish appearance, fish view appearance. That is the smaller craniotomy, the maximum benefit you get. And this is the simpler, faster, safer, and less invasive than the classical T-renal approach. These are the different types of, before going itself, you should have an assessment about the aneurysm, what type of clip you wanted to put, and all these things. That means you should have a mental picture clearly before reaching the aneurysm. These are my perioperative X-rays which we are done, and this is the type of clip, simple clipping, tandem clipping, all these things we have done, radial clipping, dome clipping, and all this. This is depending upon the need. On-table decision will be taken, and you have to see what are the types of clips you are having, whether clip applicator is working or not, it is releasing or not. All these things should be checked by yourself, not by your assistant, because on-table the assistant will always be a assistant. You will not be an assistant, and you have to check on your own. Sometimes the clip will not be released, and it will pull the aneurysm along with that. Intraoperative ventricular punctures. Sometimes the brain will be little bulging, so depending upon the need, you do a ventricular puncture. This video I will not show, and also this one. Shunting, everything is fenestration of the lamina terminalis. If you do it routinely, for subsequently you don't have to do shunting and all. What are the different places where you do it for third ventriculostomy and lamina terminalis opening? I have shown it in the picture. And this is how you feel happy once the CSF is released, and this should be a routine in case of this one. So what are your aims to reach the aneurysm? Now you have done so many things. Now you think in the mentally you have to do a tailored Cillian-Fisher dissection, open from the frontal side, arachnoid knife, etc. You do a sharp dissection, jet irradiation, and subsequently you reach the Cillian-Fisher. I will just show you an example in a middle cerebral artery aneurysm how you open the Cillian-Fisher.